that today is a warm day. It is. It's extremely warm, but I'm still bringing it to y'all. I got my little water and everything like that. How was the holiday weekend, my friends? Did you guys have a wonderful time? I did. I was at the concert, Stone Soul concert, over the weekend on Sunday, and I had a ball. I had a ball seeing them men up there get down, get down, get down. Okay. But yeah, it went by too fast. I actually took off a couple of extra days in between around so to give me a little bit more time to do some personal things and also to enjoy my rest. Okay. But what I wanted to kind of touch on for a minute while I had a minute is, can a man or a woman, this can go both ways, but can one love more than one at a time? Now, it depends on how you look at love. Okay, some look at, I love my dog, I love my coworkers, I love, you know, my best friend, I love, there's all types of different in well, not being in love, but loving someone or something. However, being in love is differently. But can you be in love, let's say in love, with more than one person at a time? Because that takes a whole lot of, let me just position this right, because I'm trying to hold it, y'all, because y'all know, let me just say this right quick. I be doing too much sometimes. I just be in the middle of a video and just drop the doggone thing. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay. But yeah. Can you be in love with more than one? Let me move this car up a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I just want to move it up a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, under this tree right here. There we go. Okay, so can you be in love with more than one? Because being in love takes a whole lot of sacrifice. It takes a whole lot of focus. It takes a whole lot of emotional connection. You can't be half stepping if you are truly, truly in love. It just comes from here, and it comes in a way that is 100, 100, 100, 100. It's not rehearsed. It's not practiced. Sometimes you don't even see it coming. It just rain down on you. You hear me? You turn around. Y'all watch that movie. It's an old movie I like. It's Love Jones. Love Jones. That movie was deep because he was running and running. Tate. Yeah, Tate. He was running and running away from it, didn't want to deal with it. And then all of a sudden that Jones fell down on the brother. He didn't see it coming, right? Just blindsided. So a lot of times that's what happens. That's what happens. And you end up falling in love with this person. Sometimes it's somebody you never would have thought you would fall in love with, but you did. But then you're in love with someone else, perhaps in a different kind of ways, kind of, sort of, but you got two that you love in. Can that happen? Is that possible? Or do one get the short end of the stick? Can you love them both balanced the same? If you are way up here in love with this one, can you be way up there in love with that one? Or is it like a teeter-totter? Some is going to get more, some is going to get less. Because you can only give so much to a person in full force when you are in love. I mean, not only give, you give it all to a person when you are in love. So that little bit that's left, if it's any left, is going to go to the other, or the other one you care about. So would you say it's fair to say that if you are in love with two, that one is going to get it more or greater than the other? Or can you be in love with two about the same? Y'all, you Superman, Superwoman, can you have that emotion be the same? And then when we talk about that, you know that it's not right to be with more than one at a time. You just should not do that. You should have you one cool boo boo, and that's how it be. You don't need two, three, four, five, six, seven. Now, if you're out there playing the field, you're not really looking for anything concrete. You just out there living your best life, you think, until you get tired. You know what I'm saying? But usually, um, you are with one if you're truly in love, usually, right? So, how can you turn around and say, I'm in love with her and I'm in love with her? Some have ex girlfriends or ex men that they're no longer with because they messed up. Okay, they did something that just didn't, it messed it up. So they never stop loving that person. You know how they say the quote, you know, that's the one I let get away. Well, they end up letting that one get away, and they never stop loving. They sometimes they're just still in love with that person, but that person don't want them no more, right? And then they get with someone else that they start having deep emotions with, and they fall in love. They get emotionally connected, and now they loving too. And sometimes you got that person that they loving before they got with the next person that has a change of heart and want to get back with them. And then they like in between the fence. It's like, but I'm in love with them, but now I love them. And what am I going to do? Especially if you the one that messed up. Now, it's easy to do the math when that other person that's trying to come back is the one that messed up. You could say, oh, I ain't taking that chance no more. They still here, but they hurt me. And this one here, they never hurt me. So I'm going to take a gamble on this one. That's easier to say. But when you were the wrongdoer and you still are in love with the other, now you got somebody else you fell in love. Now, another thing, since we on this topic, let's just put it all out there, grown folk style. If you still are in love with someone else, perhaps you messed up, perhaps it just whatever, right? But you're still in love with Boo Boo. Should you just chill for a while before you get all emotionally caught up? Now, mind you, I said love blindsides you. It hits you upside the head. You don't see it coming. You can say whatever you're going to say, but when it happens, it happens. I mean, nobody wants to be alone and just sit up and not date and have fun and connect with grown folks and do this just because you're no longer with your ex. Life is not over, right? So you start living a little. You start having a good time. You start meeting different people, and boom, stuff happens. But should you just kind of be really attentive to focusing in on your emotions of not getting caught up with the next person if you still are in love with somebody else, right? Hmm. That's an interesting thought, because if love is an emotion that you pretty much can get blindsided by and don't see coming, how can you stop it from coming, right? And then you still are in love with somebody that you know you no longer with, and they don't want you no more because you messed up. So what do? Do you just sit down, lay down, roll over like Rudolph, Ruffo, Rufus, whatever you call these dogs, Rufus? I mean, what do you do? I'm serious. So that's how some, I feel, get caught up with being in love with more than one at a time. How do we stop that, grown folks? How do you stop that? There's a call. I haven't gotten a call in in the middle of a video in a long time, but I just did. I'll get back with them. Yeah, how do you stop that that being double with both. And if you are, how do you make the decisions of, because see, some will try to keep one foot over here and one foot over there, and especially if they're not really in a um relationship per se. Maybe they in a situationship, or maybe they thinking about possibly making that person a woman or a man, but they haven't. So they still are on the market. Because trust me, y'all, situationships, not in relationships, yeah, you still are on the market. The person ain't put a ring on it and ain't married you. You kind of sort of are on the market, right? Think about that one. But anyway, so they not really on the market. I mean, they not really off the market, right? They not in a relationship. So they are doing their own thing. And they have emotions towards two. And they're trying to weigh the other against the other. Well, who should I take this chance with? Just because, this person is saying this, that. I don't know, but I love them and I love them. And selfishly, sometimes you just don't want to let them both go. Hello, who been there, done that? Sometimes, because you got the pluses with this one, and you got the pluses with that one, and the minuses is very, very, very low, because nobody's perfect. There's gonna be a couple of little minuses, right? But sometimes it's just hard to let the other one go. And Lord forbid, y'all out there who got more than two that you loving. Some may say, and I want to hear it. If you are one that got more than two that you in love with, I ain't talking about just loving like you love your German chocolate cake. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about truly in love with more than one. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. I'm up here trying to keep my thought right with this video. Y'all see me sweating? It's hot as a bastard. Excuse my language. It's hot as a bastard up in this car. But my true devotion is to give you these car chronicles. But sometimes it be a bit much. And if I get out here and get to walk in and sit down outside, then I got everybody all in my business and, drowning me out with their conversation. Dogs barking and doing the bathroom thing right in front of me, on my feet and all that. I ain't got time. Look, I'm cool right here, but it's hot. It's hot as a doggone. So, but anyway, for y'all who are in that situation of trying to love two at a time, I like to hear it. We like to hear it as grown folks. How in the world are you doing it? How do you keep the balance? Do you just let them both know that you love them and you still single and you ain't, folks just come up with these reasons why they don't want to be in a relationship. I can't, I can't give you what you need right now. I'm still going through some stuff. I'm still trying to get myself together. Give me about another 10 years. Oh boy, bye. Who's sitting up here growing old waiting on you to decide what you want to do with me? All right, I no. Mm-mm. That one over there know exactly what they want to do with me. They don't want nobody else to have me, and they not going to risk nobody having me, so they coming correct. So, boy, bye. Okay? But, you know, the loving too. Put the brakes, you guys. If you got two in your stable that you're in love with, you're going to have to make a choice. Somebody gonna have to be let down, because that's gonna be a hot mess. Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt. Somebody gonna get the short end of the stick, and it's usually the one that always deserves to have it all. The one that deserves to have all of you and have it all gets the short end of the stick every time, because for some reason as humans, we want to focus and chase what we really don't need in the first place. Let me say that again. We want to focus and chase what we really don't need in the first place and what's really not good for us. And the one we should be putting all that attention on, all that focus on, throwing that bait at, we don't even want to come like that. But we want to hold on to them. You know, we want to hold. These some big old glasses, huh? They cute though, but they keep they keep weighing down on a sister's nostrils, and they are kind of already, Okay, I'm changing the subject, but anyway, so we don't want to put our eggs in that basket when we should, and we end up, trying to hold on to both. Why let why let them go? Some will say. I'm single. They both know that I'm single. They both know I love them, and they both still hanging on. So why? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? If you keeping it 100 and straight up, you really ain't doing a whole lot wrong, but you should get to a point where you trim the fat and you wean out. You gotta wean something out, y'all. You can't just string on two or three at a time. Mm-mm. And you be in a conversation and you out at dinner with Betty and you be like, hey, Bertha. Because Bertha is the other one name. Bertha, can I? Oh, shit. I didn't call Betty Bertha. Oh, what's up? What's up, Tom? And that's John. You see what I'm saying? You gotta get your ducks in order with that, y'all. It just ain't cool. So tell me, I want to hear it. Grown folks want to hear it. We want to hear it. Um, should you love two? If you are in love with both and you're single, is it a good thing to just keep it in the stable like that until you decide? Or should you just fall back and be chill until you get your emotions, focused on just that one? Because sometimes, I'm just all over the place today, but sometimes you're in love with more than one, right? And you, you just, you just want to hold on to them. You don't want nobody else to get that, but you don't know for sure if you want them like that. You don't know if you really want to be tied down like that with them. And they still allowing you to do it in that way. So you just don't feel as though you're doing nothing wrong, right? So, and who's going to let the right hand know what the left hand is doing? If you are single, why should you have to sit down and say, well, I'm seeing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H is you. But I'm seeing all of them. So I just want you to know. Until I decide that I want to focus on one, I got five. Who gonna sit and just really say that? And if it's anybody that will, I need to hear you. Step it up. Step it up. Step it up, you guys, and let me know, because who in a right mind gonna sit up and tell somebody that they still want to see? Now, you may tell somebody that you don't want to be bothered with no more, some old crazy stuff like that, just to kind of run them off. But somebody you really want to still see and you don't know what you want to do with them yet, well, you gonna let them know you seeing 4-5. Now, I think you should be truly honest and let them know that you are dating. You do go out with others sometime and this and that, and you're still single, blah, blah. I mean, if they ask. If they just want to ask and you just want to keep it 100, instead of sitting up and say, well, no, no, it's just all about you, sweetheart. It's all about you, muffin puppet. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Quit lying. And you getting ready to drop her off and go straight to your car while you driving and call the other one. Y'all, I got a lash that keeps coming down in my doggone eye and it's getting on my nerves. I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, I got it. They gonna go on and call whoever once they driving home anyway, right? So, come on now, keep it real. Keep it real. But I just want to talk about that grown folk talk with your hostess with the most, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. You can email me at dgrier12000 at yahoo.com. If you just want to chat, reach out. If you have something you want me to talk about, bring up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always available. I'm on Instagram as well. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. You can find your girl. She out there talking about some grown folk stuff. But thank you for being a part of what I do. I got to go now. I got to go. It's too much. It's too much, y'all. And so I think if I come back tomorrow, I think because I'm here in Cali and it's supposed to be like in the 90s or something. I think, believe tomorrow or Friday, it's supposed to be in the 90s. And if it's in the 90s, I ain't going to be sitting in here doing no car chronicles. If I do some chronicles, I'm going to have to be sitting somewhere very discreet. I'm looking around now. Or maybe what I can, well, then I'm going to miss some of the sunshine. I was thinking if I can park in the garage, when I park in the garage, I ain't in the sun, and then you got me. You got me. But today I'm in the sun. Y'all have a good day. I'll be back at you. Your hostess with the most is Donna Smith, a.k.a. Lady Dave. Enjoy your day, sweeties.